Did you know that Gandalf's painful encounter with a ceiling beam in Bilbo's hobbit hole was not in the script?
Oh!
Ian McKellen banged his forehead against the beam accidentally, not on purpose. Peter Jackson thought McKellen, though, did a great job acting through the mistake, and so they kept it in the film. Hi everybody, welcome to Movie Mistakes, and today we're going to show you 10 goofs that we found in the film The Lord of the Rings. In the beginning of this epic tale, we witness Frodo quietly reading a book in the meadow. The camera then jumps to Gandalf riding his cart into town with his towel hanging on the right side. Well, just as he exits the clearing, we can see the cart from the opposite side. And what is this? The towel has switched sides. Just after Bilbo leaves the Shire forever, Gandalf has to talk Frodo into taking and destroying the ring. Well, during their conversation, Sam is caught snooping outside. Gandalf finds him, throws him onto a table. You know, it's a good thing that he didn't land on something important like a map or something. But as the camera changes back and forth, we see that there is a map underneath that hobbit.
Nothing important. That is, I heard a good deal about a ring and a Dark Lord and something about the end of the world, but...
We all love a good wizard's duel. I mean, just ask the Harry Potter fans, am I right? So in the fight between Gandalf and Saruman, I'm sure you were on the edge of your seat just like I was. Man, it looks like Gandalf is gonna need stitches. So as the wizard's battle goes on for several seconds, at one point Gandalf stands up. Well, here we pause the movie, and you can clearly see he's healed himself. Boy, it's a good thing he knows magic, huh? So at this point in the movie, the four friends have just wandered into a dark bar for some much-needed shelter from the rain. They get a good look at its patron, but keep a close eye on that book. As the camera switches back over to the hobbits, it zooms out and we can now see that someone has placed a feather on the book. Where did that come from?
Excuse me.
Good evening, little masters.
Time for another Easter egg. Did you know that John Rhys Davies, who plays Gimli the dwarf, is actually the tallest of the actors who play members of the Fellowship? In reality, he's 6'1". Crazy, huh? Staying in this same scene, Frodo and the gang get a table at this 4-star inn and they order some drinks. Matty comes back with a pint of their finest ale, so Peregrine decides he wants one too. Well, the camera then pans over to Sam, who notifies Frodo that one of the strangers has been eyeballing him all evening. Yet, when we get a wide shot of our crew, Matty is back in his original seat and Peregrine is nowhere to be found.
That man in the corner. Who is he?
Unlike some people, I love guacamole, especially on my burrito. Anyway, Arwen is trying to get the wounded Frodo to safety before death catches them. Well, when we get close up to the sick hobbit, we can see that someone has been enjoying a little too much guacamole. So much that it's coming out of his eyeballs, in fact. Ugh! Well, after that, they reach the river and we get another close-up of Frodo and the guacamole is now gone. At least I hope that was guacamole. Ugh.
If you want him, come and claim him.
For the next mistake, we're still at the river, and death seems to have Arwen and Frodo cornered. They simultaneously draw their swords with the left hand just before they attack. But when the camera changes from Arwen back to the horsemen, suddenly all of their swords have switched to the right hand. Maybe they're ambidextrous. Ooh, ambidextrous synchronization, in fact. Hey, that's some talent right there. What would an action movie be without an epic fight between our hero and one of the villains of the film? Well, during the battle between Aragorn and Lurtz, Aragorn is thrown against a tree and loses his sword in the process. Yet we get a shot of the two from another angle and we can see that he's holding his sword again. Or maybe that's another sword. He just had a spare somewhere under his shirt. During that same battle, Boromir takes several arrows to the chest, so it's obvious to me that he's not going to make it. Well, his friend Aragorn consoles him while Boromir's hand is on his shoulder, see? But as the camera angle changes, Boromir's hand is no longer on the shoulder of Aragorn. This actually happens several times during the scene. It makes you wonder if maybe A, he just doesn't really want to console him all that much and is having difficulty continuing, or B, he just can't keep his hands off him. Well, Boromir has finally kicked the bucket, and despite trying to kill him earlier in the film for the ring, Frodo sheds a tear for his fallen friend. Cue sad music here. Yet during this time of mourning, Gandalf offers some much-needed words of wisdom to his friend, telepathically, which is a power I didn't know Gandalf had, did you? Or was this a flashback? Anyway, we got a shot of our hero from a different angle, and we can see there are no tears near his lips like there were before. So what'd you think of The Lord of the Rings? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to tell us what you want to see next and we'll put it on our list. Join our family today. Click that subscribe button and be sure to click that little bell next to it so you'll be notified when we post new videos. I'm Darren Marlar. You can find my YouTube channel at Marlar House. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I'm glad you're with me.